Yeah.
Welcome to this new latest edition of the USL show presents Kit Season. It is Pride Month, so look at us throwing some a little bit rainbows in there. Um, and it's brought to you by Brett, myself and Fox once again this week. And as you notice, there might be a few little visual tweaks here and there. Um, we've been
Brett's
having some
putting in the
fun.
work.
Yes. And we've been having some fun with some illustrations. So shall we get started? Jump right into this latest edition?
I mean, it's the summer, right? So we should dive right in. Uh, uh,
Love
uh.
that. Love it. Loving it. Speaking of, let's dive into Springfield. I forget which Springfield this is, but Springfield ASC. I don't know say it's show to Springfield, Missouri or Illinois. There's so many Springfields.
I
I should
know.
have looked this up. Anyways,
We're not here to talk about soccer and where
yes,
they play and what they do on the field. It's not about the game of play. It's about the game of slay.
yes, thank you. And let's start off with our friends here in League Two of Springfield ASC and their alternative. I am a fan of this. I think this is a creative take on pinstripes, but they also do a little bit of the checkers. It's a weird combination, but it doesn't look terrible. I don't think,
No,
but I
not
do
at all.
like their logo, or at least pixelated version of their crest thrown in the squares. I think that's a nice little detail.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of it.
Yes.
Honestly, it just looks sleek.
It's a very sharp kit. My only issue is the coloring because it reminds me of the Cleveland Browns. But otherwise,
Can't dog them.
yeah, I'm not going to dock up too many points for that. But otherwise, yeah, I love that they put the crest into the darker brown squares. I like that like you said, it's the pinstripe and the checkers, but not like overly abundant of either. So
Yeah,
it's a very subtle kit. My only issue is that I kind of wish that the color had buttons instead of like a off-color T thing.
yeah,
But why, I guess maybe. But
yeah,
otherwise, I like it. I mean, I would
yeah,
pick this up if I lived in one of the Springfields.
yeah. One of them. Yeah, we should really figure that out. Anyways, yeah, no, this is a fun little kit. Macaron does some good stuff. I've always been a fan of their kits. I have several of them. They're usually really good quality too. And I've always seen teams tend to have more fun with them.
Yeah.
And even though I think a little bit, which is why I did a 3.75, I think I think having both the checkers and pinstripes it is a nice idea. I think it gets a little. It's not like a perfect perfection.
It's like
Like
a little
the
muddled.
idea, yeah, the idea is like there. I like it. I like the colors. I love the little boxes. I think everything looks really good together. I just don't think they mesh quite so elegantly right here. So I couldn't give it much higher, but a 3.75 for me, I think fits. It's a nice chip from the League Two side.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I really like it. Maybe if they wanted to, they could square off the boxes with the orange outline to
Yeah,
make the checkers with the orange outlines instead. But I mean, otherwise, like I said, I really like this kit. And how often do you see brown? Honestly,
right,
like
right.
it's
I
kind
can
of cool
only
to
think
see
of a
brown as
few.
a kit. Yeah,
Let's see. The only ones I didn't think of is Sal Poly out in Germany. I can remember Lansing Common. They do it.
yeah.
They use brown a little bit. I think that's all I can think
That'd
of
be
on
it.
top of my
Yeah,
head. Like I can't think of many others.
the Cleveland Browns.
Yeah, it's in their name, and yet honestly, I see more orange than I do see brown for them. Honestly, um, but yeah, no. I mean, as you said, this is a solid kit from the League Two side. Like, especially for an alternate, this is fun. This is a good complimentary, fun design for an alternate.
Yeah, like you've always
For
said,
one,
it's those alternates are supposed to be fun, and they have fun with it. And
Yeah.
it still matches their crest and everything. They didn't go too wild to where it doesn't make sense or anything.
Mm-hmm.
And you could just wear this with jeans.
Right. I can see myself getting this. I think I would definitely rock this. So well done, Springfield ASC. Keep up the work. We'll get to your other stuff later. But now let's go out to the West Coast and hit up Monterey Bay and their alternate. Yes, there's a little bit of a theme there. More alternates coming your way towards with their light fighter kit. I think this looks a lot like New Mexico United. I'll put it that way. But
Yep.
I don't think that's a terrible thing. But there's definitely some copycat there. And I think the idea is fine. I love the different color crest. I like seeing color from Monterey Bay. They've been a little disappointing with some of their colors and kits the last, I think two seasons. I think they've been in championship,
Yeah.
2 to 3. I can't remember, but seeing some colors and different stuff, I think it's been fun. It's been great. Even though this is a little templatey, I
A
think the
little?
colors are a little, but I think it's a nice contrast to their normal blue and green, which is what an alternate can help you with. So I do give him points there. But as we said, it's a little templatey. I think you have some thoughts on that.
It is a template. The coolest thing about this kit is the name of it and the light fighter. Yeah, that's a cool name. But it's a classic Puma template with the string lights going down. I mean, and honestly, I almost feel like it's disrespectful to the own team to change the color of the badge when it doesn't need to be changed.
That's fair.
Making this yellow on a black kit doesn't make sense to me because your blue would look crisp on this kit.
Oh, yeah, that would have.
So like it's not like you changed it to go with a yellow kit. I'm okay with that. Like if all of a sudden like this was a yellow neon type thing and you made the crest yellow, all right, fine. But an all black kit that Puma just sells at the Puma outlet store and then to put your yellow crest on it, like why are you making a yellow crest all of a sudden? It doesn't make sense to me. It's it's disrespectful to your team and your colors. I mean, I guess
Yeah.
it's an all kit, so you have the opportunity to. So if you're gonna have fun with this one. But
Yeah.
it's, I mean, the sleeves, can they be yellow or something? Like, there's nothing yellow about this kit.
Right. Like maybe make the whatever the thing that's
Yeah,
falling.
the
You,
lights.
you, you could even do like a gradient yellow. Like white to then that yellow. Something because there's no color to this outside of the crest pops, which is I think good. But that's it.
I agree. Like the crest does pop, but like
But that's
why?
it
But
though.
why the yellow crest? Like the blue crest
Right?
would pop off of this too. Like
Yeah.
there's no point for the yellow crest except for the fact to have a yellow crest,
Yep. I think
and
that's
that's
fair.
my issue with it.
That is fair. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, I give it another 3.75. I probably could have docked it a little bit lower. I didn't realize some of these other things. So, I mean, for an alternate, a try to have fun. I think they did miss the mark. So I could have
No,
could
that's my fault.
have lowered it. I'm about to say I thought we got lost thoughts there. But we you know,
No.
it kind of he's back. It's still a fun little, and it is a template. I don't think it's a terrible template, if I'm going to be honest, for me personally.
Look, I can
And
agree
I
with that.
think
Like if I'm going to
that's a
choose the
saving
template,
grace.
yeah, if you're going to choose a template, it's a good template to choose. So I'll give you that for sure.
But yeah, obviously, Fox didn't feel it just as well as I did with the 2.5. So
I'm
it's
probably
a
being
template.
nice. Yeah,
Probably. Yeah. Yeah.
because
You're probably being nice. I think I'm being probably a little generous for the 3.75.
I think I agree with what you're saying though. Like if I'm going to choose a template, this is one of the better templates to have.
Especially
So,
from Puma. Yeah.
oh, especially from Puma, they, uh, Yeah.
As an indie fan, I know too well their templates.
Do you know what's so funny now that you say that? Do you know what this yellow crest would go well with? The honeycomb kit.
Ooh,
Because this yellow crest looks like a bumblebee,
it does a little bit.
and it would go really well with the honeycomb template that everybody
It
had
would
for
be. It
2
would
years
be.
ago. So
Hey, speaking, yeah, I know. But speaking of, I just have a nice for this for alternate instead of a yellow. Well, why not a red? Red's the opposite of blue, or kind of the opposite. It would have been fun.
right.
Anyways, Monterey Bay. We love the name. We like the yellow. We want more of it. There's not much else to it, which is why that it's a 3.1 from kid season. So better luck next time. Have maybe a little bit more fun, right? Have a little bit more fun.
Just some effort. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm almost gonna blame Puma at this point.
Yeah. Hey, I'm just happy they have third kits. I think another league has issues with that. So credit to USL for at least allowing teams to do that. So good stuff there. Now talking about effort, we're going to Forward Madison. And how do I phrase this? I think they did too much effort here, personally. And it's a little bit of the opposite, and it's on alternate, so it breaks that cycle. But I don't like the idea of the sash with the chevrons. I don't think it. I think it's, to me, it streams a little busy. And I wouldn't have minded maybe if they did like the swooshes or like a curve similar to like what's on their crest with it instead of like these sharp chevrons on it. I know that's Hummel's thing. They love the chevron, but it just looks a little busy for me personally. That's just me. And you know me, I'm a fan of Madison's kits. I've been a fan of them, and this one just doesn't speak to me.
Yeah, Forward Madison Fashion Company, and they do it well. I like this kit. I can see what you're saying about the sash. You know, either drop the sash and just continue on with
Chevron.
the chevrons, the geometric chevrons. Uh, but honestly, one thing that actually helps me a lot is the back of this kit, which you can't see on here, but it
Yeah,
kind
that's
of
on me.
like it like frames where like the name and number plate would be, and I really like how they did that. But overall, I mean, like I like this kit. It's actually at first when I first saw it, I honestly was kind of with you. I was like, this is a little busy, and but then when you see it on the field, it actually looks really well done.
Okay.
So at least when I see it on, the field on my phone, it's just because I am not going to Wisconsin
Wisconsin. I
anytime
need to go
soon.
out there for a game. I need to go
I
out there
would
for a
love
game.
to,
It's
but
been on my list. It's been on my list.
go say hi
Hey,
to Omar for me.
yeah, say hi to everyone up there. Hey, I will say it would be fun maybe to go to a Lexington Madison game, painted and screen. I'm just saying that will be great and probably blind me. But
Right.
yeah,
The
no,
Easter
yeah.
match.
I did this a 3.5 from me. I think it's, as you said, it is a well-designed kit. It's just, to me, seems a little busy, and I have to dock it points for that. I can't get by that. I love Madison's color schemes generally. I
Yeah.
tend to be a big fan of what they produce. It's just this one just misses the mark a little bit to me, but that's me. Thoughts, obviously, the 4.3 instead.
Yeah. I mean, it is busy. It's not their I don't know what to say with it. Like it's not their it doesn't feel as Ford Madison to me. Like I don't know if they
Yeah,
got a different art director or someone else. It just doesn't
COVID still.
yeah, but it just doesn't feel the same.
Yeah, no, I kind of feel that. I've noticed. I I think they put in a lot of effort towards their alternates in previous seasons,
Right.
especially with how last season I think they had that inverse one that they wore. Or is it, yeah, last season with the inverse one, or 2 seasons? I can't remember it to this
The
point.
yeah, the black with the
Yeah, so I
Pink, like
think
almost like
they've been,
tattoo looking ones.
and then the flamboyance one that they did last year, or sorry, the pink ink kit that they released.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was last year's. The reversible was the year before. So I definitely noticed they put in their effort into their alternates, which I think that it's fine for a primary. This gets the job done,
yeah.
which is this. So, but yeah. So Madison, you did an overall score of a 3.9. Solid
Which
stuff from lead one.
which is probably Madison's lowest score.
Right, right. But hey, if that's your lowest, I mean, we love your highest. Anyways, staying in League One, speaking of color, we're going to our friends down in Lexington with Lexington SC and the Spark kits. You want to cut this one? This is your home
Yeah,
state.
home state, Lex Vegas over here. It's bright, it's shiny, it's Lexington. I love the color. I love the effort with it. Still do not like this template, but the fact that like the template had a different color with the I still don't know what to call this thing, the triangle, and the fact that they had
Yeah,
different color like sleeves, like it had like the stripes or whatever through the sleeves. Like gave it a little bit of saving grace. But I mean, overall to me, like just this template kills me every time I see it. And like we just talked about the Birmingham women's kits last week. That was almost like this exact same thing, but it was just pure white. Like this one is a little bit better because one, this color is so amazing, and then two, they went with their primary green as well throughout it. So there's like offsetting greens.
yep,
But I mean, I like it. Honestly, I might pick it up just because it's Lexington, and like you said, my home state. But
yep.
and there's a Louisville boy who plays for there, played for the University of Kentucky, go Fox. And then, but I mean, otherwise, like I feel like it was very hyped up for a very okay kit. Like if this was their home
Yeah,
kit, I would almost be more hyped.
yeah, right. Like I've heard people say who've seen it in person that it's a really nice color, and I want to see more of this color. It's very much like how with Madison you did the very much of a pink. With Lexington, I very much want to see this green in and like constantly. And I think that they delivered.
Yeah,
It's just I don't know there's much else to it besides it being a really nice green. Like I would gladly add this to my collection because my wife can attest I don't have many bright green kits. This would fit that bill. But outside of that, as you said, they're just like that. I'm not sure what they're called, but there's almost like a textured feel on the shoulder as well. Like with how they're like gradient lines, and then also with those
right. Yeah.
almost looks like a watermelon, to be honest, on the
Yes, it
sleeves.
does. Yeah.
But besides that, there's nothing really to it, and it's just green. And I couldn't give it much higher. Again, I gave it a 3.75. It's been that kind of I'm in that feel. Like I love this color. I absolutely love the color. I just needed
Agreed.
more. I just needed more out of this, and I can't get higher than that.
Yeah, I don't think
Yeah.
I'm much further away from you. Yeah. I
No.
mean, I was nice about it because I do love this color and because I appreciated that they messed with the template a little bit better.
A little bit. Yeah.
But I mean, I think the green itself kind of just saved it for what it is.
Oh, 100%. Like,
Yeah.
I think if you were to use this template and it was to be plain, because it is, you got to have a fun color. I think
Yeah.
Madison could get away with this with a pink. I think, even though they wouldn't, I think
Right.
Monterey could have done this with a yellow. It would have helped. I think only with certain colors, I think if you're going to use this, you got to have a good color.
Right.
And they did here, and it it gets a passing grade from us because of that, right?
Yeah. Yeah, 200%.
So
So
yeah, Lexington, give us more green. I need this. I need more green. I just need more green, Lexington. Like, give me this. I'm gonna call this.
excuse
Sorry,
me.
actually, you didn't. Yeah, whatever. You didn't
Oh.
sneeze, but but give me more of this, and I want this green. I'm calling this a spark green. That's I'm going with it. I'm calling this a spark green. Give us more of it, please,
It's
because
called the
I love the
Spark
color.
Kit. I don't think you're over here copywriting.
Yeah, right. I'm not certain what they called their green when they released it, but I'm calling it that. So we're going with that. So 3.9 from the League One expansion side. Now, speaking of also expansion sides, we're going back out west with the Oakland Soul. I
Yeah.
am so happy this entire season. Oakland has dove into creative kits. They may
Yep.
not be for everyone's taste,
Don't care.
but they finally have done it.
For my
And I
taste.
love it. Yes, I love it. Like, look at that name. I mean, not name, the number. That is just amazing. And you see it also on the cuff of the sleeves.
Yep.
I absolutely love that. The kit itself for me, I'm not a big fan of, but I don't really care. They're trying something and I love it, you know? And it's not for me, but
Well,
that's fine. That's fine.
some people are wrong. That's
That's okay.
that's
But
okay.
I'm just happy that they're trying something because for like 2 seasons, the Roots had just actually I think even longer because in their Nisa days they didn't do this. They just had black and white kits,
Yeah. And the black
zero
home
effort.
away
Yeah,
white. And that was it.
that's it.
With one of the sickest badges you could have.
Right? So now they're trying stuff. That's all I'm happy about at this point. They're trying stuff and it's a primary and it still fits the all black, but they're doing stuff with it. So it may not be my style, but they're trying stuff and I love it.
Well, this is my style. Oakland Soul, USLW. You get my applaud with my World Cup ball. Like, this is a gorgeous kit. I love this kit. Like, we've talked about the name set before because it's the same for the Roots, but the
Yes.
soul, like throughout the chest, the main part of the kit, I guess. I don't even know what to call this part. Uh, is amazing. I love where it says like Oakland Soul on the different types of like almost hippie
Yeah,
bubble
very
letter.
80s,
Yeah,
80s vibe
70,
almost.
80s. I love it. Like honestly,
Yeah,
I really want to pick it up. I like the
yeah,
sleeves. I like the it's just everything about it. Like it's a gorgeous kit.
I know. It's job well done from them, I'd
I guess
say. And
if I had to be picky, I would almost want it to not say Oakland Soul on the back, but like where you
mm,
can customize it and get like a player name or a
yeah,
custom name. Because like imagine that number set with 15, because that's the number I usually choose. Or if there's a player that I knew was going
you
to do
like.
well and stuff like that, have her name and number on the back, like that would be slightly better to me because I love this name set.
Oh, it's
But
so good.
I would just wanted to see it more than the Oakland Soul thing. It's kind of reminds me of the what was it, Seattle Seahawks did the 15th man or the 11th man,
Hmm.
whatever it was,
Yeah,
and
whatever it
like
is. 12th man.
12th man. You're right. Yeah, and they sold 12th man jerseys and stuff like that. That's what this reminds me of almost. Like we could sell a jersey that doesn't have anybody's name on it, and we'll have to worry about them being traded or
I,
anything like that. Of course,
I will, yeah,
that's probably the hard thing with the USLW though, is technically a lot of them are not
they're amateur.
professional. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's an amateur league currently. It's a super league.
Yeah, but that's different teams. So when they go up, we'll see what happens then.
Right.
But yeah, Oakland Soul, I do like the kit. I think it's still a 4 for me. I actually love the effort put in. I can't give it much higher. personally. Obviously, I've been high on my scores today, but these haven't been bad kits. They just may not be my style. And that's what this is right here. But I love the cuffs. I think this is just a fun kit to have. If you're a collector, I'd pick this up in a heartbeat. This is a unique thing you don't see anywhere else. So that's why it still gets a 4 from me. Even with all my negativity towards it, this would be an amazing one to add to your collection.
It may not be
yeah.
unique, but it's unique.
Yes. And Foxy here, Mr. Unique, gave it a 5 out of 5.
That's a 5.
Yeah.
It's a pickup, put it in your closet, rock it on a nice winter day.
So Oakland Soul, you brought some soul to this show and some color with that, which gives you a 4.5 out of 5, which is pretty high on our list. But as you see, not high enough, but well done to the soul. So keep up the good work. Quick breakdown on what we've done today. So we have Springfield AFC and their ult with a 4.1. Monterey Bay and the Light Fighter with a 3.1. Disappointing. Ford Madison.
We were still nice about that, honestly.
We were. That's okay. Ford Madison with a Geometric Chevrons, a 3.9. Lexington, Oakland Soul Primary with a 4.5. You know what? I'm going to call that the Soul Kit. I'm going to do that. And Lexington SC with the Spark Kit. I love giving names to kids. It's just fun with a 3.9. With an average of a 3.9. So somehow that math worked out. Don't ask me how. That wasn't planned. 3.9 on today's day.
I can tell you how. What happens is when you add all 5 of them up and divide it by 5,
I hate you.
You get the average, which is 3.9. That's how averages work, math major.
Math minor.
Okay,
math minor. Minor. It's okay. Hey, the math that I do is not this type of math. The math that I did was crazy shit that I can't remember how to do at this point. So 3.9 overall in the day. This is a good episode with a wide array. We covered, I think, every lead in the pyramid. So that is I think, a good episode just for that alone. So good stuff from USL. And now a little bit of a shout out here to a non-soccer team, the Baltimore Orioles, releasing a soccer-inspired kit.
Yeah.
It might be a promotional type thing, part of their July 15th match that they're giving away to people. But this is still kind of dope. Like, soccer is gaining that much attraction to people, especially given the Baltimore area with Christos out there and Maryland Bobcats. You guys are killing it out there in that region, and I have some friends out there in the DMV, so keep doing the work. I know soccer is big out there, especially with watch DC United and whatnot. But like this is it's starting to creep into other sports, and I think that's cool. And like the other major leagues are starting to take notice of it, and they're doing fun stuff like this. So I think it's fun.
Yeah. I know St. Louis Cardinals have done like a soccer night, and they'll have a jersey and stuff like that. It's really nice. They have a hockey night too. That's really cool.
Ooh.
Yeah. And they're always fun little jerseys, get to have a soccer theme with the Cardinals logo and stuff like that. And I agree. Like, I feel like that. And we started really getting into that when I think we got the bid to the MLS. But they're still doing it with the USL St. Louis team. Like, they were still like partnering with them and stuff like that. So I love that these MLB teams are connecting with other teams in their city and stuff like that.
Right.
And try to make it a thing.
Yep. Yeah, I'm starting to notice it all over. Like Indy 11 here, they've done promotional scarves even with the baseball team, the hockey team. I think they did the Pacers for a little bit, but like they're doing promotional stuff. Like soccer is becoming a big thing, and all these major leagues are starting to actually hitch onto that wagon. Even if it's just for a promotion thing like this, they're still hitching on a little bit and adding to the hype. So I love seeing this. And I will say a special shout out to that crest that they did. They used the Maryland logo, flag, which I think is just that needs to be a soccer crest right there. But
Yeah,
anyways,
that is a nice
that is
crest.
that is a well done crest. So, and this is trying to give me, I want to say like almost Hull City kit vibes. What they have, the orange stripes, but whatever. I don't know what I'm talking about. Shout out to Baltimore. Keep up the work. I might need to book a trip to Baltimore. I'm taking my
On
wife
July
to with
15th.
me. July 15th. Yeah, my schedule is free, so I will be there. But well done, MLB, for doing some of this stuff. So keep up the work. I would love maybe a little bit black, but anyways, I love it. Now up to some rankings here for season 2. Nothing really. Nope, there is a new one. My B. I
Yep.
missed that.
Oakland
The
Soul.
Soul. Yes.
Welcome to the
You,
top.
USLW is representing in the top 10. They're starting to creep in. USL Championship, y'all are having some amazing kits, but the W's did some representation up there. So well done to them and the Soul for joining this top 10. But it was enough to join the all-time top 10. There are some pretty stingy competition, I will say. There's some great kits that we've rated. So yeah,
Agreed.
nothing new top 10. Bottom 10, nothing new. Yes, I'm still highlighted on Birmingham Legion alt because it's so bad still. But nothing new down here. We're at 112 now. Can you believe that?
Wow.
So
It's just one day at a time, Not every hero wears capes.
So we've done 112 kits now. Nothing new in the bottom. Just a whole lot of Birmingham, Chattanooga,
All
and
the
Rip
Birmingham.
Indy. So nothing new. Please follow us on Twitter. We're gaining followers. I didn't update this, but I think I did last week. But we have not updated this yet, but we keep getting more followers. Please follow along with us. And we don't just do USL kits. We like spreading the love of any kit that come across that fall into our lap, and we want to share the love. So if you're a
Yeah.
kit person, follow us, follow our account. We're gonna give shout outs to anybody who creates good looking kits.
No
So
matter what league, what country,
yes,
if it's beautiful, it's beautiful.
and we're going to talk about it. So please follow us on Twitter. Yeah. So with that, kit show off time. I'm gonna go with my little Indiana little kit here from Olive in York. I'm a fan of this kit. It's represent my state, and apparently our love of people driving in circles, the Indy 500. So it's a nice little kit. It's fun. I love the colors. So had to rock it today. What you got, Pops?
Rip. My Foxes. My Foxes are no
Glorious
longer
years.
in the Premier League.
Oh,
But
rip.
I actually love this kit. I feel like I will say though, this goes along with what I'm saying. I don't know if you can tell or not. They made the patch. They made our badge all gold, and there's no purpose for it. Like
I
there's
don't
no
see any
gold
gold on there. It was all
except
white
they
everywhere.
did the Adidas. The Adidas and this are gold. So it's like a strip of gold. And like like you said, like everything else is white. So sponsor, white. Little sleeve things, right? These cool collars. I love these
I
collars.
love that collar. I would
Yeah.
buy that kit in a heartbeat because you know me.
But white, like there's no gold in it. And I feel like this is the reason
Yeah.
why we're in the championship now. That's exactly right. Because they disrespected the badge. If you watched the game on Sunday, our badge was our normal color badge again and now it's a very boring, just typical go-to blue kit, but they got the badge back. So we'll be back in the Premier League next year because we have a respectable badge. Don't disrespect the crest.
Don't disrespect the crest or the Foxes, or Fox will come at you. So tough weekend for a lot of us. My Dortmund didn't do quite so well either, and nor did Indy. Don't say much more. we'll leave it at that. Thanks for joining us at the Kit season. I'm gonna mute this guy right now. Anyways, peace, and we'll see you guys next week, and hopefully good stuff. So stay tuned, guys. Thank you. There we go.